Better Man is one of the more unique anime experiences, which is a shame because it's not remembered for its bizarre nature, but instead for its weak connection to GaoGaiga and the cynics who quickly label every trippy mech anime an Evangelion clone. While Better Man is connected to GaoGaiga, it's only a shallow technicality that likely stems from its low sales and similar staff. I'd say Serial Experiments Lain has more in common with Gridman than Better Man does with GaoGaiga, so you're better off just forgetting it. What initially stands out about its presentation is its intense, dark aesthetic. Not many anime can nail an ominous atmosphere like this, even in pure horror, because their colors are too vibrant and picture too crisp. This is one of the few cases where an anime benefits from being too obscure to be remastered, because its dark, low-resolution picture enhances the mood. Take a look at this maniac with a flamethrower. Everything about this makes my skin crawl, and the anime is saturated with similar imagery. It feels like the writers took DMT and watched Flowers for Algernon. You'll never know what to expect because it mixes action, comedy, romance, mystery, horror, and sci-fi into this amalgamation of chaos and intrigue. The story follows teenage Keita, who gets mixed up with Akamatsu Heavy Industries and their efforts to stop a virus driving people to lose their minds and brutally murder each other. Oddly, most of its episodes revolve around their horrifying encounters with nightmare fuel, often being saved by a mysterious man who shows up unexpectedly, transforms into a giant beast, and saves the day. Surprisingly, its action scenes are just as exciting as you'd expect for 90s anime, depicting brawls between two massive super-powered kaiju. Although it's a mech-oriented sunrise anime, the machines aren't as important as you may expect due to Better Man's intervention. However, they're still enjoyable to watch. These mechs are much closer to reality than most anime, as their heavy bodies clunk around, occasionally getting stuck and requiring assistance. Their gimmick is that they need two pilots to alternate control over its two functions. While they switch control, these hulking piles of metal will do a handstand, shifting their body parts around. In terms of mystery, I was intrigued by every episode, as there was never a time I had a comfortable understanding. It's the type of anime that makes you question the character's sanity while dropping cryptic clues that make more sense during your second viewing. Thankfully, its clues and production quality make its rewatch value fairly high. I was surprised by its attention to detail in clothing, backgrounds, mechs, and monsters. It's also got numerous dynamic camera angles, occasionally utilizing computer assistance to create the third dimension with cells. It's a weathered example of what made late 90s anime so special. However, I didn't care for its protagonist Keita. He feels like he belongs in a 2005 harem anime and clashes with its tone even though he receives some development. Perhaps that was intentional for its underlying themes, but it was still jarring to say the least. Other characters were fine, though mostly dry, aside from him and the guy who's always dropping hints that he's related to a side character from the last third of GaoGaiga. Thankfully, almost everyone had their fair share of suspenseful moments, keeping the plot intriguing. Overall, I give Better Man a 7.5 out of 10. It's one of those shows that won't score the highest, but will create lasting fond memories for being so bizarre, creative, and creepy. I recommend everyone who's a fan of mystery, horror, and sci-fi to check it out. Just keep your expectations in check for its narrative and picture quality. Keep in mind, these clips and this review are currently the best you can find. There is a supposed HD version floating around, but it somehow looks worse. If you're like me and you still watch anime on a CRT, then it helps a lot. I hope you decide to give this one a chance because it's been totally misunderstood and deserves better. Man, if you do, come back and tell me what you think. Thanks to Nia-chan for third-tier Patreon support, and to those listed here for their support on Patreon as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon with my beginner's guide to Yusha.